Ouzo, the classic Greek spirit, which a lot of you guys ever traveled around Greece, you'll see old Greek men sort of drinking this around the bar, just with a few cubes of ice, and it goes murky white as it lands in the glass. This is a product which tastes a lot like Aniseed, so if you don't like licorice and stuff like that, then this is probably not the type of product for you. But I love Ouzo, Ouzo on the rocks. Every now and then, late at night, I might even have an Ouzo and Coke. But I think this is a great one for you to try at home. It's really easy to make from scratch. And today, this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it from scratch using all herbs, which partially you can buy on the website. Some of them may have to source from a supermarket or elsewhere, but I'm also gonna show you another shortcut approach if you want to use one of our Ouzo Impressence flavor shots. So you can basically compare the difference between our Impressence Essence and also making it from scratch. We're gonna sort of do a bit of a side-by-side tasting at the end of this video. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Now, making Ouzo from scratch was so easy with the AirStill. Essentially, all it was getting a neutral vodka. So you can make vodka either using the AirStill itself, or you could buy vodka. Either way, chuck it into the boiler. I did a batch of 2.4 liters, poured the vodka straight into my boiler, and then I put my botanicals on top. So I used a combination of Aniseed plus Star Anise, not to get the two confused. So Aniseed, little seeds, Star Anise, the shape of the stars, the Fennel Seeds, also Corriander, Cardamom, and also Cassia Bark. So I poured that straight into the boiler with the vodka and left it there for about 2 days. Look, 1 day probably would have been fine. After about 24 hours, it was already going that sort of tea kind of like look. It definitely had a lot of tannins and flavor extracted into the vodka. So then I just left the still to do its thing. It was pretty straightforward. Essentially, it took about half an hour to heat up and then another 2 or 3 hours to essentially make 3 bottles of the Ouzo. So it was a fairly hassle-free process. I collected about 2.2 liters or something of Ouzo in total. Then after that point, it started to go really earthy and the aromatics really got sort of thrown off. So I didn't keep that last little bit in the boiler. So I had a tiny bit of losses there. Once that process was done, I essentially put this label on the front and balled it up, and there we have it. So I did add 3% sugar into this product to sort of round out the flavors. Adding some sugar is really necessary. Look, I did notice with the Ouzo number 12 product, this actually must have some sugar added as well, because I actually compared that with my refractometer, and it sort of, the bricks was ever so slightly higher than even my 3% of sugar. So there is a possibility that they might even use something like glycol, but look, it's not disclosed on the label what's in there, so it's hard to know. Anyway, that's that process, making Ouzo from scratch. Now, if you guys want to use another method, you can also get a pure neutral alcohol and use the Impressence Essence as well. So this is the same neutral alcohol I used in the AirStill, which I made my Ouzo from scratch with. In this particular bottle, I've got 625 mils of vodka at 40%. So that is essentially half one of these packs. Look, I normally would make a whole 1.25 liters, but look, in this instance, I only need half of this pack. So look, I'm gonna use the scales to weigh out half. Technically, I'm weighing it, so it's not strictly mils, but look, these essences look so close to a density of 1 that it shouldn't make too much difference. So I'm just going to measure out 25 grams of this. And yeah, you can sort of see that those oils sort of going into solution as you pour it in. And oh, a little bit more. Yep, there we go. Ooh, fraction over, 1 mil over, 26 grams. Anyway, close enough. So look, I've got my Ouzo mix there. And then what you have to do is add some sugar, just like I did to this one, add 3% sugar. So look, I've got to add that in there and dissolve that. So it'll take me a few moments, not much point for me to show you that bit. So now I'm done. I've got the Ouzo 12, I've got my Impressence Ouzo, and then my Ouzo made from scratch. All I need is some help taste testing, and let's see how we go and see how these 3 products compare. All right, so I've had a bit of a taste, and truth be told, it is not easy to tell the difference, to be honest with you.
I think it's one of the hardest things to try and judge between. It just attacks your palate.
I know. I think on the aroma side of things, like you could pick up ever so slight difference. So I felt like these two are extremely close. I would say, very, very close. I would say with the one that I made, there's just a slight herb coming through, which is not in these ones. So
there's definitely something just kind of peeking through, but it's not, it still tastes great.
So when I looked over this, I reckon the Cardamom Pods in this one it kind of has that little bit taste of cardamom pod. So potentially my cardamom pod level is too high if you are trying to copy Ouzo 12. Now, with that said, I think it's still a great drink. I think all these are fantastic. I wouldn't say anyone's better or worse than the other.
I completely agree.
Yeah, so
I think these two actually taste a little bit more, if I was trying to make the difference, maybe a little bit more rounded than this one. So I actually prefer these two. That one's definitely got a slightly different flavour. But they're so similar.
So similar, yeah. And once you start tasting them, you really can't taste anything. So you can't taste the difference. It just sort of smothers everything on the palate. So you kind of, it's really, this is probably one of the hardest things I've ever tried to compare.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me in.
Yeah, no worries, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Sorry, it's kind of like a little bit inconclusive, I guess, but like they're all good. So no matter which method you go and make your own Ouzo, I think you'll be fine. So yeah, just give it a crack. Now, if you guys want to subscribe, that would really help us. Bottom right-hand corner, down the bottom right there, hit subscribe now and join our Facebook homebrew community group. And we've got lots of other guys sharing tips and tricks on how to use the AirStill as well. Anyway, that's it. See you next time. Thanks again, Brady. Cheers. Cheers, mate.